Hey, Amber. Hey, Stacy. How are you guys
Hey,
doing?
good.
Super great.
Woohoo!
Freezing, but
I know.
it's fine.
It has been so cold. We go from like 70 degrees to 20 degrees in like, it felt like overnight.
Yeah.
So we're just hanging on. Um, First of all, Stacy, congratulations. We got 500 on the Instagram this week.
Yep. So
Woohoo!
excited.
That was amazing. And of course, we hit 500, the Sunday after Legion's Con, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was super exciting. We have really hit milestones that we were not expecting. And I don't know about you ladies, but I am beside myself thrilled with how amazing this community has just jumped on the bandwagon with us and supported us.
Mm-hmm.
Just great.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to start off kind of crazy today. As you two ladies know, and probably need to let everybody out there know, we have a lot of giveaways to get through tonight. A lot. We are going to be celebrating the 500 subscribers. And with all of these giveaways, a couple of things. Number one, you have to be a subscriber to win. If you are not subscribed to the channel and you put in to win and we pull your name and I go and find out that you're not a subscriber, I'm not going to be sending you a prize. We are going to give it away on a later date. So please subscribe to the channel to win. This is a giveaway to celebrate our subscribers. Second is you can only win once. Sorry. Third, if you are in the lower 48, we're going to ship these out with no charge to you. But if you are not in the lower 48 and you still want to win, that's fine. Do your hashtag and you can win, but we are going to have to talk about shipping and how to get it to you and what the cost is and all of that good stuff. So we definitely want everybody to join in. We want everybody to be able to win. I'm just not sure the cost of shipping. So if we can work together with that, that would be awesome. And then lastly, please be in the comments if you win. We would love, love, love to have you in the comments. So, Amber, are you ready to show them what the hashtag is? Because we're going to be giving lots away. So we need to go ahead and get that hashtag up so everybody can start. I am not sending out TMNT mystery boxes, Curtis. All right.
All right.
Let's show that hashtag real quick so we can start.
For
It is
the win.
hashtag 500 for the win. So you guys go ahead and start. It is going to be the same hashtag all evening. Just put in your 500 for the win, and then we will start drawing those. Won't be long, I promise. So you guys start going ahead and filling us up with the 500 for the win hashtag. All right, let's pull that off. And I am going to put up the banner down in the middle, bottom. Okay, again, everybody, 500 for the win. Now, Amber, do you want to go through our chat and see who is here? And let's welcome some people to the show.
Let's do it. First, of course, we have Jackie. We have Nays Rays. Dirk. Purple Ray Ray. Benny, get home safe.
Yes.
We have Curtis. Bobby. King Grizz Otter. Lauren Jones. Linda Evans. That's exciting. We have Brian Lynn. Hello.
Hey, hey.
Oh, thanks.
Jeff Evans. This is Jimmy, right?
Jimmy. Mm-hmm.
Jimmy.
Mhm.
Michael Morales.
Hello.
Kent Poole. Jordan. Kevin McCoy.
Hey,
Hello.
honey.
Hold on. We have William.
Hey.
J Mac. Terrence. Collectible Fun. Heinrich. Oh, Rygon. We have Jonathan. Art G. This is a lot, guys.
I
Hold
know.
on, I don't want to miss anyone. Lisa and Finn. Santos. G. Thomas. Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Mark. Hold on, I think. Cloud. Hi, Cloud.
Hello.
Sebastian. Darla Ackerman.
Hey,
That
Darla.
sweetheart. Fausto. Stephanie. Rob Zamora.
Hey.
Hold on. I think we're almost there. The Great Waffle Lord Jerry. Joseph H. Van. Legion's Lair. Josh. Mariana. Hold on. Christopher. Oh, wait. Hold on. I missed it. Christopher. Source. Marissa. Gina. We have a super chat from Curtis. Thank you. This is for Kevin.
Hi, honey. Oh my goodness. There was a lot of people in there. If we missed you,
Super sorry. I really tried my hardest.
You did great, Amber.
I
You did
feel like I
great.
was rapping a little bit. Like it was just like flowing.
That's what you need to do next time. Make a rap of everybody's names.
Oh, Tanya's gonna kick me a sick beat and it's just gonna flow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Van Johnson did another super
Oh,
chat.
here we go. That's from both.
Oh, that's funny. I got tickled in up towards the top. Somebody said something about Jeff. Now your wife and your mom are going to be more popular than you, and Jeff's like, "It's the story of my life. That it's the story of my life."
Oh my god.
So I had to laugh. All right, we have some amazing guests backstage that we are going to bring on. The real question is waffles or pancakes?
Waffles, 100%.
Pancakes, but they have to have like pecans or walnuts or something.
Why would you ruin those poor pancakes,
'Cause I
Tanya?
love them. I love them. And then
I
do
like to use the whole bottle of syrup.
peanut butter instead of butter, and then a whole bottle of syrup on top. Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
So good. All right.
Oh.
So, all right. So, we are going to bring some amazing ladies on with us and say hello to them. And then we're going to start going through the news. Liz. Hey, Liz. How are you? So excited to have you on.
So excited to be here.
Jackie. Hey, Miss Jackie.
Hey.
Excited to have you on, girl. And then Cloud. Hello, Miss Cloud.
Hi. Ich habe bei mir der Kompass.
Yes, you do.
With knob and compass.
That's right.
Tools and compass.
Okay, and then we have Gina. Hey, Gina, how are you?
How are you?
Good. All right, we're gonna take that one down and maybe put that one, yes, so that we're all a little bigger. So we'll put that one down at the bottom.
Bigger is better.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
We are extremely happy to have all of you guys on, and we definitely want to get into some Legions Con talk with you guys. We want to talk about your experiences at Legions Con. I think that a lot of the guys have been getting on and talking about their experience, but I really want us to focus on, as a lady being at Legions Con, like how it was for you and all of that stuff. So keep all of that in the back of your mind. First, we're going to talk some news. Big news. Did you guys see today?
Amazing.
$10,000 raised.
Yay!
Yes.
Killer. Amazing.
That is
Wow.
Yay, Cabal.
Our community is unreal. I mean, just unmatched. It is so wonderful that we were able to raise $10,000 for Toys for Tots. To me, I'm just in awe. I mean, can you imagine being Mrs. Culp and having to go purchase $10,000 worth of toys?
Getting to
Right.
purchase $1,000.
Shopping.
Yeah. I just cannot. I mean, to me, it blows my mind every time I think about it. But yeah, 10,000. And then the retailer wave hit. Did you guys get anything from the retailer wave yet?
My husband may have.
It hasn't. Ours hasn't come in yet.
So,
I think so, but I can't remember. There's so many things happening.
Well, as you know, I was able to go to the Dragon's Hoard and do a live unboxing. And we unboxed the two.
Oh,
Oh, it's beautiful.
I know.
yeah.
isn't it great?
That's the one I would have gone for. Unfortunately, life says no, so I had to turn him down.
Add me back. I cannot. Okay. So we did this one,
Wow.
and I got this one,
Ooh.
oh,
and
wow.
we unboxed them both at the Dragon's Hoard, and they are just amazing. And I did say something wrong in the unboxing video. This does not go back here. It's a replacement plug for the front, so you guys know that I don't always know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, never know what I'm talking about. But it was a great time, and it was fun. Like, I've never done anything like that before, and kudos goes out to all of those guys that do the unboxing. I mean, Bill and Toy Bro, and I mean all those guys that open them and then play with them and show you all the. I mean, it is harder than it looks. So it was amazing. Curtis, I know landscape. We were doing it from my camera and not my computer. It was not working. Thank you for letting me know that. So anyway, but those were amazing, and I'm so excited that I got to do that. And then the reveal. Ladies, come on. What are we thinking?
Wow.
Yes.
She is gorgeous.
Yes.
Is she not amazing?
She is wonderful.
Well,
I'm so
and
excited for her.
yeah, and Kevin, of course, he jumps on and orders the all-in just, really quick. 'Cause we get that, right? So he jumps on and orders the all-in, and then we watch Bill's video, and then I go back and order 3 more for me.
You gotta, really.
Really, I mean, for customizing, there's just nothing better. So Kevin and I are now like taking bets on whose is going to come first, his all in or my 3. Neither one of us have
When you
gotten.
order the single, it comes quicker. So you got to let us know how that actually works out.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly who's getting theirs first, but I'm hoping it's me. And then we get the notice that Necronominus is on the water. Do you guys remember what is in this wave?
Oh yeah,
What are we most excited for?
below a lift.
Yep, blue lip.
Mhm.
Wait. Let's see if you can see it. I don't know if this is going to show up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm excited for Belulith and all of her critters, but I am also really excited for there she is. Hey Dara.
Hey everybody, how are you all?
Good. Okay. So but I am super excited as well for the tuberculi. I think the tuberculi is going to be awesome. So I am excited for that as well. And then, did you guys see this morning?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Busy
Awesome.
year.
Yes, they're going to Japan
Whoa.
and Canada.
Wild. Yeah.
And they're going back to San Diego Comic-Con, as well as another event over in California. So they're really branching out, doing some great events all over. So I was super excited to see that.
I'm hoping to make it to at least 5 or 6 of them, but 7 of them would be ideal.
I think we've got like 6 of them that we're planning to go to. So I was sending my boss all the dates today. I'm like, these are my dates. I'm off in 2025, guys.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Okay. So we have been collecting. You guys don't forget hashtag 500 for the win. Hashtag 500 for the win. You have to be a subscriber to win. Lower 48 ships for free. Anything else we need to talk about shipping, be in the comments if you win. And what was the other one? Oh, you can only win once. Sorry, you can
Yeah, only win once.
Except
Except
there's
for
one exception. Stacy Lynn
Stacey Linlin.
is going to pull the winner of the Instagram post. We got 500 on Instagram, so Stacy Lynn is going to pull the winner for that beautiful head with the witchy hat. So we are going to put her full screen and we are going to let her, yay, go Stacy. All right, who's winning?
Well, first, I want to thank everybody for, following the Instagram page and commenting. It means a lot. And then here we go. All right, got one here. And it's Kim, Big Dub's sister. That one.
Yay, Kim!
Oh.
Awesome! Oblique Red, yeah.
Yep.
That is awesome, Kim.
Yay,
Woo!
Kim.
Mine just
So
went
I'll
thing just
I'll
went because
post
I started
that on the
to get a phone call and I just
Instagram
said no
page
to it.
too.
Yes,
So-
post that on the Instagram page and we will I will make sure to get up with her, have her message me, and I will ship that out to her.
All right.
Because that head is wonderful. Dora, thank you so much for joining us tonight, girl.
I'm so glad I could be part of it. Yeah, so work finished just a few minutes early so I could pop in before 8 o'clock. So I'm glad I didn't have to miss very much. So
Yes,
it's great to see you all.
So excited. And I told them you guys are welcome to post comments as well to get in on the giveaways. It's hashtag 500 for the win. And before we get started, we are going to pull our first one. And then we are going to start talking Legions Con. All right, you ready, Miss Amber?
I sure am.
Go, Amber.
Let's see. So the first gift, hang on, let me add this. The very first gift is going to be the Cabal Creations unofficial cosmic coloring book from Dang Studios. And we are excited to see who wins this one. All right, let's pull that one.
All right. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Who's the winner?
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? J-Mac!
Awesome. Okay, J-Mac, if you will, Tanya McCoy in the Cabal, you can message me there, or we are Aslan.creations in Instagram. You can message me there with a address, and we will get those shipped out as soon as I can put them all together. Yay, that's exciting. Okay, first one given away. Now, we have a lot of different things here. Cloud, this was your second Legions Con, is that correct?
Yes, second Legions Con, but the first time doing everything intern G-Con, and then not having to leave midday Sunday. So it's the full first full experience. Yes,
That is awesome. So let's go. Yes.
So I messed up on the thing. So re-enter your hashtag.
Hashtag 500 for the win.
Thank you. I won't do it again, I swear.
All right, people. Hashtag 500 for the win. Hashtag 500 for the win. Let's do it one more time. You guys are okay.
Don't press the back button. Note to self.
Note to self: don't press the back button. And note to anybody else that starts a YouTube and has to get on there to do giveaways:
Never push the button.
don't push the back button.
Don't go backwards.
So, Cloud, what did you think of, and how did you like intern? I mean, as far as what happened and, you know, everything that happened there and getting to experience it for the first time, how was all of that?
I didn't really know what to anticipate going into it. It was really, I was excited to see the studio and to see some of my friends. Like it was exciting, the idea to see Trevor at work. I mean, the lad lives down the road from me, and I never get to see him in person. So it's kind of cool to be able to like go there and say, like, oh, so this is what you're doing all the time and why we can never hang out. Watching, a lot of it for me was the artistic aspect. So watching people create and hearing about people creating really kind of lit a fire under me, so to speak. Like I've actually been very recently trying to move from physical to digital media when it comes to my art. So talking to Eric at Intern and then over the weekend and watching Nate work and talking to him. That was, I feel like, probably the biggest thing for me was just to be around so many creative individuals, because I was hoping it would kind of kick my ass, so to speak, and to finally kind of like do something with my talents. Seeing all of like the prototypes and things like that were cool. Seeing the Necronominus figures and their packaging was amazing. And I was like stupidly excited to see Chris and George's couch. I got very excited. I ran in there. I sat on the couch, and my wife was like, "Do you want me to take your picture?" I'm like, "No, don't take a picture. I got to get out of here." I felt awkward for some reason, but that was like one of the highlights for me was seeing the couch.
Yes, that was awesome. Seeing the couch and seeing the area that they do their show from, definitely. And Amber, you were running late this year, but this was your fourth
year? My fourth, I think.
Everybody wants to be Amber for a day on intern day for sure. So you're coming in after having done this multiple times, and I know you were late, so you were kind of there at the end, but what is the difference in Cloud and I did it for the first time and you have done it for 4 times? So kind of talk us through the difference in like what you maybe the expectation, is there any difference, do you think?
Well, sometimes I think like, like what more could we really see, right? And I don't know why I ever think that because they just blow my mind every single year either way. They always have like a new something hidden for us to see and you're like, "Oh." And they're like, "Don't tell." And you're like, "Okay." So like this is like so exciting.
It is really, really cool to be there and to be able to experience that. I can't even fathom being able like to do that again. If I think now that I've experienced it once, going back and kind of having an idea of what's coming, I think it's probably, I think it would be different for me because I would be more in the moment. It's almost like the first time you're like, oh.
Yeah, you're just like so overwhelmed that you're like, you miss things. I feel like every year there's like something new that I didn't see the previous year. I'm like, wait, how long was that there? They're like, the whole time. Like, goodbye.
Well, that is awesome. And for everybody in the chat, if you didn't know, to be able to go to intern, it is a lottery. When you get the opportunity, fill out the sheet for the lottery, and then you can, possibly he would call and let you know. If you win the lottery, it is 2 people that can go, you and a guest. You get to paint a bust. You get to do all the stuff that we did. It's amazing. So put in for the lottery. You want to go. You want to do this.
Yeah.
And if you don't have anybody to take with you, let me assure you that there are about 100 million people in the cabal that want to go. Yeah. As everybody's doing this.
Right.
So yeah, but yes, put in for the intern. It is an experience that you just want to have for sure. Okay, let's pull another name. Hashtag 500 for the win. Make sure everybody is entered. Hashtag 500 for the win.
Here we go. Hold on. Hang tight. Okay. Ready?
Let's show the next one. Hang on. There we go.
Is it up?
Yep. So this is from Jimmy at HVX Customs. It is a round floor dio to set your figures on. It is great. It is beautiful. So that's number 2. All right. Sorry.
Back up. All right. Here we go. It's so exciting. Who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win?
Eee. Jordan!
Woohoo!
Hooray!
Yay,
Jordan, are you going to be at the toy swap this weekend? If you are, can I bring it to you there? Save shipping if I can just bring it to you. So let me know. Yes, it can go on a turntable. That's actually what he was using it for. Which was awesome.
Yeah, Bill uses one of those, I believe.
Yeah.
In his videos.
Yeah. So I believe he did have one on a turntable. But he gave me two. That was one that we gave away today. But Jordan, if you're not going to be there, send me your address and we will get that out to you. If you are going to be there this weekend, then we will I will find you and give it to you there. All right. So we have a toy swap that's going on in Raleigh this weekend in North Carolina. So we're going it's the big one. A couple of times a year. So we are going up there. So I'm super excited about that. Okay. Intern.
He's going to be there around noon and leaving around 1.
Okay, we'll be there at noon. Yay!
It's a day.
I will find you. And I don't know if you guys read this, but up here, Jordan said the highlight of his weekend was dressing up in the know where it's at.
Very good.
Yeah, sitting on the forest couch in a hot dog costume was the highlight of my Legion's week. Oh, and we're getting a dragon. Yeah. Absolutely. Jordan, I always look for the purple when I'm looking for you, bud.
Easy
All right.
plot.
Okay, so G-Con, and if I'm not mistaken, we were all at G-Con. Is that right?
Yep.
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 Now, Jackie, did you go to G-Con last year?
I did. Mm-hmm.
You did. So this was your second year for G-Con. Dara, this was your first year of G-Con. And Liz, your first year at G-Con. And Gina, your first year at G-Con.
Yeah.
Stacy, were you there at G-Con last year?
I came in at the end of GCon last year because we were driving in on Friday last year.
And Cloud, it was your first year at G-Con as well?
Like, actually being there, yeah. And like, what a year to do it if this was your first. Brilliant.
It was a good one. So let's start with Dara. Dara, how have you been collecting? Are you a collector of Legions? How long have you actually been in collecting the figures, or have you?
Well, I came to collecting from She-Ra. So my very first gateway figure was Darina, because She-Ra's my girl, right? So anything that has to do with her, I like action figure wise, I've always tried to get everything. So that's what started it. And I only had her, and I had her for, I don't know, a while. And I was like, just the one, that's fine. Because I was like, boy, this is a whole other toy line. I don't know if I really want to get started into. I have all of my She-Ra. I'm really happy with her. And I have other female action figure lines. And Mythics was always, just a little bit more like there's good female figures, but it's mostly a masculine line. So I don't want to collect the whole thing. If I did any, it would just be some of the girls, right? Well, you can't stay with just one. I didn't last very long. I fell in love with some of the other Masters of the Universe crossover things, like the Kauros and the Purplor, the large cats that were anthropomorphized into battle ready warriors was super great. And then the one that looks like Evelyn Malina, really liked her. So I branched out a little bit.
Yeah.
And I have a few others now, but I'm still pretty committed to the female side of the line. So I'm never going to be a completionist when it comes to Mythic Legions, but I am definitely into it now. So there's no going back. So that's my story.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest with you, that's, I mean, amazingly enough, that's the story of a lot of the ladies that get into the line. Is they're coming from that side of things, which, you know, is amazing. We are excited to have you, no matter where you started or where you're coming from. We're excited that you're a part of the Legions ladies now, of course. Get it to do it. There it goes.
Oh, it worked. I don't think I've got the fancy.
So Dara, as coming in and not actually, you know, being a huge collector at this point, what did you think of G-Con for your first G-Con?
I'm just overwhelmed by everything. To be fair with you, I haven't been to a whole lot of conventions. The only ones I ever went were geared toward He-Man and She-Ra, and so I did some power cons, a while back, a few years in a row, but that was really it. So coming to something like this and then just seeing all of the amazing thought that goes into everything, all of the planning and the way they treat their fans and everything about it was just an incredible experience. And just starting to get into this community a little bit has been fantastic. So I'm excited to see where it goes in the future, but this was my first one, hopefully not my last one. So I'm excited to see what happens in the future. But everything about it, it was just, it's hard to put into words exactly the feelings that you're surrounded by all these other people that are just as excited about all this stuff as you are,
Yeah.
So to me, it was more just taking in the community rather than anything else. But because I'm so new, everything is new. So everything they reveal and everything they talk about, to me, it's all like brand new coming in. And there's all this amazing stuff already that I'm just trying to catch up on. So I would say a little bit overwhelming, but in all of the good ways. So it's hard to put into words some of that, but I'll get better at it. I hope.
So what did you think of G-Con and the way that they like announced the new figures, the new everything, and then of course the dragon at the end? I mean, just how they
fantastic.
What did
Yeah. So being part of that, I was in the back, standing room only by the time I got into the room. But again, you could just feel the excitement of everybody in that room. Everybody wanted to see what was happening. And I love the way they revealed everything. They have like the story that goes with every character. They have all these beautiful pictures. And then, me always being interested in the female figures, I was glad to see some of those represented in this new wave coming up. And just one after the other, they're all beautiful. I wanted to go all in on this one, but I'm like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. So, but yeah, just being able to be a part of every reveal. Everyone's so excited about the new figure, and the gasps that go across the room is just, it's such a fun thing to be in the presence of. And then, of course, when they teased the figure with the little dragon, and they're like, "Look, everybody, we gave you a dragon." Everyone's like, "Yeah, I guess so." And then, of course, revealing the huge one at the end was just spectacular. What a great experience all of that was. And then being able to see them all set up in the lobby afterward. I was able to watch as they were putting some of the before the glass was up around the large dragon, and I got to get in there and really look before they put the glass up. So that was kind of fun too, to be like, they weren't trying to shoo people away, and they were real friendly, like, yeah, please come up and take a look. And they're proud of their work, so it's fun to be part of that energy. But wow, what an amazing event that was. Yeah, incredible.
That's awesome. And Cloud, we're going to go back to you as someone who's collected the line for a while now, to actually be able to be in the room when G-Con happened. Like, what's the, how did you feel being able to sit in the first few rows? be really there when it all happened, and then just the feeling of the way that everything was done this year.
So I don't know. I don't know really. I always got excited watching like the past couple, watching the one for like Rising Suns. We were in Jersey for that one, but I wasn't in the hotel. So it's always cool to see new reveals, new characters, expanded story. Um, it was nice being there with other people who got excited because my wife does not care at all. And I'm just like, oh, look at this. And she's like, mm-hmm. Like I can hear her eyes rolling when I talk about this stuff. So it's nice to be, and she was there. She was a trooper. She sat next to me, but to this side, I had Tidy, and I could turn to him and be like, oh my God, do you see this? Like, yeah. And we had Schmerber down the line from us. So like we were all able to like turn to each other and kind of be excited. So that was really nice. What a wave to reveal, though. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to sit for the entire time because of my back. Thankfully, that wasn't a problem. They came out with Basilia, and she is just gorgeous. I cannot wait to see her like in hand. If she's anything like the infantry that we got, she's just going to be incredible. It was like hit after hit, and even the character I enjoy the least, the Roman soldier, still just unbelievable to look at, to see it in person. So it's like whatever they do, even if you're not into it, you can appreciate just how incredible it is. So it was nice to be able to see that like and be a part of it. And I got very nervous because I kept seeing like Bill and people kind of go up and take pictures, and I really wanted to like sneak up and take some pictures. And at one point I was just like, screw it, I'm doing this. So I'd sneak up and I'd crouch down and I'd walk up and I'd get a bunch of close-ups. Did it with the dragon. It was cool that nobody yelled at me. I appreciate that. But it was, I think the energy in the room and being around other people, like the closest thing I had to that was during the first Ox Crew reveal. I was at a friend's house, and he's not a collector, but he can appreciate this stuff. Like when he comes over, he's always looking at my collectibles and things like that. So he was like, do you want to watch it? We'll put it on the TV while we're hanging out. And he got really into it. He's like, these are really cool. Like, he's like, wow, there's like a story to it. And when did these come out? And are you getting these? Like, you're going to get these? Can I come over and see them? That was the closest thing I had. But this was a completely different level to just sit with somebody and, everybody's like hopping in their seats because they're so excited. So it was more than I thought it was going to be. I guess I thought we'd sit there, we'd watch the reveals and be like, oh yeah, that's cool. But maybe because of the anniversary and how much they had to show us, even the line itself being a bit smaller because of everything else that they're doing, smaller lines are also good for my wallet because I already don't know if I'm going to be able to go in on this right now. We'll see. So I think I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm very excited. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do everything this year is because of all the anniversaries, because of how much I missed last year. I felt like this would be the time to push myself. And as long as I could sit there and like not have my leg go numb, I'd push through it. And I'm very glad I did. And I'm very glad I wasn't in a lot of pain because this was beyond anything I had watched. Like I'd gone back and watched Alithia, I watched Arathir, and they weren't anything like this. Like just the hype of every individual in there. And when they rolled that Baethir out for the first time, and people lost their goddamn minds, and you could feel like a wave of energy in the back. We were only a few rows in. People in the back saw it before I did, so you hear the noise, and it literally like knocks you over. It was incredible. So it was a lot of fun. I want to do it again, but I'm not expecting the same kind of experience.
We're gonna get to that. Amber, we're gonna give away maybe two in a row, but give me a second. Let me bring them up. What we're giving away. The first one is going to be this head from Mythic Bits. It is so cool. It's a cosmic head for you to paint. The second one will be the Cosmic Ashcan comic. We're we're going to ship that out as well. So we're going to give away both of those right in a row. So Amber, if you want to jump on, the first one will be the head from Mythic Bits.
Do it.
Ready?
Ready?
Woohoo!
Run it.
Running.
Head from Mythic Bits will be the first
Do
one.
it.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
All right, and then let us go ahead and do the second one while we're here.
Let's do it. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Marissa!
Yay! Yay, Marissa.
Congratulations, everyone.
Okay, Brian, I've probably got your address somewhere.
I'm sure you do.
My
If I don't, I'll get with Stacy and make sure that I have it. Marissa, if you will, contact me either on Facebook. I am in the Cabal and in Legions Ladies, or you can catch me at aslan.creations on Instagram. Send me your mailing address and I will get that ash can sent out to you. Yay! Okay.
Hooray!
Woohoo! You were talking about, Cloud, you were talking about how you weren't sure if the next year was going to be the same. And I wanted to just say, and Jackie, you can probably back me up on this. Last year when we were watching the reveal and they came out with the bear, and it was like a collective just scream. And I will forever remember that, probably for as long as I live. But I don't think that it is even close to what happened when the dragon came out. But there is still that collective in the room before the screams and all of that happened. And it was, it was amazing. Yeah. So Jackie, after being in there for 2 years, how is this one different than your last one?
Well, there was, I'm going to say there was at least 3 or 4 times more people in there.
Oh yeah.
Like at the start, we figured we'd rail in the end, and yeah, there was no seats to be found. But I do like that, last like 6 hours or so, or 5 hours, that you can pop in, you can go take a break. While we were taking a break, if we'd go take a break, we'd have it on our phone in our room and still be watching and then go back down. So I was in and out multiple times, but I'm super glad I decided to go back down right before they revealed the dragon. So
yeah,
it was incredible.
Video,
Catch a video of it. It was just amazing. So much fun. Just incredible. So.
Yeah, it is amazing being in that room when they reveal something that you've hoped for and you've looked for, but you really are wondering if it's going to come. And then Gina and Liz, basically you were there with Jeff. You didn't know anything about the figures or anything about the community or anything about anything when you showed up and walked in that room for G-Con. What was the experience for you in that?
Oh my gosh. Well, let's just start with I knew nothing, as you said perfectly. I knew absolutely nothing. All I knew is I had to stand by a door. The doors were going to be open and we were going to be in this room for 8 hours. Thankfully, as everything happens for a reason, I got to talking to you a little bit, which helped me gain huge clarity about what I was about to walk into. Little did I know, walking into, I'm still learning the verbiage of the community and everything like that. I've gotten down figures, so far, but literally walking into that room, rushing to the second row, and I'm like, "Why are we? This is fine." And he's like, "No, no, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go up. We gotta go up." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever you want, honey." And the moment, actually, the most memorable thing, as we're talking about it right now, walking into that room, is when they were still setting up. And then I think, and I apologize to the entire community if I get this name wrong. So I apologize ahead of time. But I think Corn Boy, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
When he walked out and the standing ovation that he got, like, it still gives me tingles even talking about it. I was like, oh, this is the place to be. I felt like that was more of a bigger reveal than the dragon, like, to be honest. It was just, you felt the community all come together, knowing nothing. I felt like I was already home, like, wow. And even the experience in a room full of people, and I was that wife. I was like, what's going on? Like, who is that? Like, um, what is that? What is that figure? What are they doing? But just having even the little knowledge that I did with the background of the shows and seeing that live, like, that was even an experience for me, and seeing the community even grow. And unfortunately, we did not get a break of the room. I take that back. I had to run out and get some food, because I was like, I can't do this, honey. And then I walked back in a la carte, after hearing Jeremy talk about those darn pretzels for forever. And I walked back in with a bag. Yes, I was that person, with an entire bag of food, and have it all laid out. But GCon was an unfamiliar, amazing experience. And here I am rambling too as well, because it's something you don't expect at a con. You really don't expect a group of people, to come together and watch this unveiling of figures. But it's not that. It's literally, you are watching a group of people come together. And that was just amazing to me. I will never forget that experience, ever, 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 ever.
Aw.
So last year, Corn Boy was in the hospital for GCon last year and was not able to be there for the entire show. And so he was very much missed. And when he walked in and went to sit down, and everybody stood up with the standing ovation for Corn Boy, I cannot even fathom what was going on in his mind at that moment. But to have him back, I mean, he is such an integral part of the community and of Four Horsemen, and it was just, man, it was great having him back. It really was. Go ahead.
I was gonna just say, it really, I can't. You are absolutely correct. Like, I can't agree with you more. As a newcomer as well, like, just experiencing that alone, like that, amazing. And I didn't even know the backstory, to be honest. All I saw, and that was my first introduction to the Four Horsemen, like, actually to them. And I was like, wow, what a way to meet a company, what a way to meet these individuals, and this beautiful, amazing community that created. I mean, I was just like, wow. So I can't agree with you more. That was incredible.
Such a great community, for sure. Yep, there it goes. All right. We're going to take a break. And Gina, when we come back, we're going to talk to you real quick. Amber, let me put the next two up. And then we are going to go ahead and pull for two more. Okay, this is another head from Mythic Bits that we are giving away tonight, as well as a head from Immortal Collection.
Wow.
That's pretty.
Yes, it is. So we have Mythic Bits
Wow.
and Immortal Collections. So let me remove those. And Amber, we're going to give away the one for Mythic Bits first. Again, hashtag 500 for the win. Hashtag 500 for the win. We are just using the same one all night long. please remember, you've got to be a subscriber before you can win. If you win and you're not a subscriber, I will not be sending it out to you. We will give it away on a later show.
Oh,
Here we go.
Here we go.
make sure you subscribe. Here we
Don't hit the back button.
no
Never
back.
hit the back button.
Yay!
Fast 6.
Woo! All right, for
Okay.
the second one.
And then this is the Immortal Collection's
Where's my mouse?
Painted Head. Yes.
Found it. Here we go.
Do it again.
We're doing it. We're doing big things.
We're doing
Van!
it.
All
Look at
right.
these purple gang
Van.
guys.
Are you coming with Jordan on Saturday, or can I give yours to Jordan on Saturday? Just let me know. Congratulations, Van. Okay.
Great.
And Faust 6, if you will find Tanya McCoy on Facebook in the Cabal, or Aslan.creations and Instagram, message me your address and I will get that out to you as soon as I can. Okay, Gina, let's talk G-Con. This was your first one, but not your first G-Con per se, because you were at IshCon.
Yeah.
So you were able to be there for the Cosmic G-Con and then now the Mythic G-Con. So give us a kind of what the difference was between the two, and kind of what it felt like to be in that room for you. And I know that you are now getting into customizing, but you again were following Terrence. I mean,
Yeah.
so kind of give us your backstory there.
So Terrence got into Mythics a year and a half ago, something like that, from PowerCon. He's a Motu guy. I was a Motu girl growing up, so it works out. We could talk about that kind of stuff. And he took me with him to Joe Fest. That was my first con that Legions were at. And he bought me my first figure. I got Father Christmas.
Yay!
And which was funny because Liz got Father Christmas at Legions Con. So it's just funny that we both got the same first figure of our own. So then we went to IshCon, and like I met the guys at Joe Fest and they were super nice, like Ish and the Purple Gang guys. And it's like you say all the time, Tanya, you come for the figures and you stay for the community. Like the people are amazing. So we went to IshCon and I was like, oh, I'm just going to go with him. We'll have fun. I'll get to see some stuff. I'll get to see some people that I've met that, I now consider friends, because we watch them every week. So we talk to them every single week. I talk to them more than I talk to my friends from my other circles of life. But so we went to IshCon and I met you there. And we started talking about customizing, and you were telling me about some of the figures that you were making. And I saw pieces that made me go, oh, I wonder what I could do with that. And I'm not an artistic person at all, at all. And so I'm learning how to be artistic. And it was always because I'm a perfectionist. So I would never try because I was afraid of it not being perfect. Right. And I didn't realize that until I started doing it. And it was at IshCon that we were talking to Peter Johnson about custom heads. And I saw a lion figure. And I looked at Terrence and I was like, I want to paint that. And he was like, what? And I was like, I want to paint that. And he was like, all right. And he pulled out his wallet. He was like, do it. Let's do it. Whatever would get me to open up that creative side of me, whatever would get me to be into the line. He is so super supportive. But so at IshCon, I got to see the Cosmic G-Con. And it was the same thing, like what we kind of had, again, not the same level, but that palpable feeling of excitement in the room. Like you could just feel the excitement in the air. And as Joe brings out each figure, he's hiding the figure behind him and he brings it around and everybody just, ah, and it's just awesome. Like that energy, like I feed on that energy. I love that. And again, so it was a smaller scale because it was, it wasn't Legions Con. And it wasn't the anniversaries, but it was still that same feeling of excitement. It was that same feeling of community. It was the same, all these people are so excited about these figures and they're beautiful pieces of art. That's the thing. These are beautiful pieces of art. And then getting to see people like Eric Miller who turn them into Disney figures, which I'm a huge Disney fanatic. So seeing that was like, it's just so inspiring, even for people that are not artistic. It's just so inspiring. The community inspires you to step outside your comfort zone. It steps, to step into a world of creativity and artistry that you didn't expect. And then just the wonderful humans that I've come in contact with. It's just been fantastic. But Legions Con itself, again, it was that amazing sense of community. I walked up and immediately we were walking into the hotel the night that we were checking in. And immediately I got accosted by Jackie hugging me and knowing my name. I had interacted with her on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, but I didn't know she knew my name. And to just be that included by people that I had never physically met in my life, that was my favorite part of Legions Con. To feel so welcomed, and whoever it was that started posting the Legions ladies that were going to Legions Con before Legions Con, that was so amazing.
Stacey, yeah.
Thank you for that. That was so amazing because we walked in knowing each other's faces.
Mm-hmm.
That was
good.
It was so good.
I was grateful for that too. Yeah.
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 Like study everybody. You're like, okay, I got it.
I know that
I
face.
know that shirt. I know that shirt.
I definitely know you.
You're on my TV. You're on my TV.
That was the first time I met Tanya. I'm like, you're the Legions lady.
I will
Yeah.
say, and I don't know if Amber can say the same thing, but I will say that going around Legions Con or going to other toy shows or even going to local swaps and somebody says, "Oh, you're on Legions ladies," I'm like, yeah, that's me. That's me.
I feel like every time I walked past the line, somebody was like, "Hey, Amber," and I was like, "Going to the bathroom." I'll be myself.
Yeah, we're gonna have that wave down before long.
Screwing the light bulb.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it is surreal. Cloud, you probably get that as well when you go to cons and stuff because you're on Dan Who quite often. So you probably get that a lot when you're out and about, people recognizing you and saying, "Hey, Cloud," or
So, Legions, we have a local video game convention that I've done once or twice years ago. But since being on Dan Who, the only convention I've done was Legions Con the past 2 years. But last year, we couldn't walk 5 feet without somebody stopping me and saying, "Oh, hi, Cloud." And then I'm terrible with faces. I have to meet somebody a few times to remember. But no, we kept having people stopping us. It's almost like you feel like a bit of a celebrity. And it's really because I have a very easy name to remember. Jeremy actually even, he had to look up something with my tickets, and he's like, "What's your last name?" And I'm like, "It's Foxwell." He's like, "That's actually your real last name?" And I'm like, "Yes, Clyde Foxwell is my actual name." So people remember that because it's unique. But yeah, every time we walk 5 feet, and somebody be like, I hear, "Hey, Cloud," and I'm like,
But yeah, I can imagine that happens to you quite often with as much as that you are on Dan Who for sure. Amber, let's pull 3. let's go ahead and pull 3. Let me show them first.
You show them.
This is from Brian C. CB Make. He is giving the whole set to make your crab. And then another Mythic Bits Cosmic Face head for you to paint, as well as the original Legions coloring comic book from Dang Studios.
Ooh.
All right.
Yay.
I know. So much good stuff. All right. So the first one is going to be for the crab set from Brian C. CB Makes.
Get that crab set.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, crab set.
Crabs for the win. the good kind, not the bad ones.
Hey, Jimmy, are you gonna be in Jimmy, are you gonna be in Raleigh this weekend? If you are, I will bring that to you. If you're not, I will see you around, or I can ship it to you. You let me know. All right, let's go for the cosmic head from Mythic Bits next.
There you go. Woohoo! This is so fun.
This
could
is
just click
fun.
this
I love
button
it.
all night.
I know. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Ooh, cosmic head.
Yay! All right, Seb.
And then the next one. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is the coloring book from Dang Studios. The
You gotta say, dang.
Legion, yeah.
Jeff.
Oh, Jeff Evans.
Woohoo!
Woo! All right.
As
Jeff,
his wife is off camera.
yeah.
Yay, another package.
Woohoo! Liz, you or Jeff, just send me your mailing address. I'll get that sent down to you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Stacy Lynn, you guys were in there for the first time. You guys did the IshCon G-Con for the Cosmic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you were in there for the G-Con for Legions Con. Kind of give me your take on being there for both of those as well.
I mean, they're both different. The IshCon one was pretty small, but it was pretty excited, especially, you know, for David. Like, that was really exciting. I teared up a little bit, you know, looking at him when he got his figure. And then with this G-Con, I walked in and out a lot. I mean, I was standing room, and then I was sitting on the floor in the back. But it was pretty amazing seeing all those figures, and then especially Corn Boy coming out. You know, I teared up a few times, I think. But I'm an emotional mess, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I cry. It's okay.
I think the
but
whole
yeah,
room did though when Corn Boy came in. I think the whole room did.
yeah, I think so. And then I missed, I'm so mad I missed this one when they showed the picture with Brian's torches in it and the drunk Gizmo fountain in it. I missed that, and because I was in the bathroom,
Oh,
and I come in, and he goes, "They just had my torches up," and I was like, "Damn it!" I was like, "Oh." So then I had to watch like the replay and stuff, but yeah. So I don't know. It was just amazing to be in there, and just the energy in that room was nonstop the whole day.
It really was. I really felt like it was nonstop the whole day. So, Amber, you having been at a lot of different G-Cons. So you've been in G-Con in the studio, and then you were there last year in the front row, and then this year you were there again. Like, how did it feel to have other people? Okay, Jimmy, I'm gonna bring you, Van, and Jordan's to Raleigh this weekend. How did it feel like to from being in the studio to do GCon there, and then being there with a bunch of other people? Like, what was the difference? What was the change do you feel that happened there?
I just feel like it gets more exciting each year, like because it's just like more and more people. Like at the studio, it was like the beginning of COVID, like everybody was wearing masks, and like there's like a handful of people, you know, and then like each year there's like more and more. They're gonna have to find another space soon.
I'm thinking it's going to be a coliseum at some point. Where
I do recall them saying they want to avoid that, though.
Yeah.
Like, they really like where it is now.
Right.
And if it ever got that big, I'd probably step back.
Right. Well, no, I'm not saying for the whole show. I'm just saying for GCon.
Specifically for GCon. Sell tickets.
Or yeah, sell tickets or have it at like a movie theater that have a bunch of seats in there. So that would be cool too. But okay, so GCon is just it is a next level experience to be there and do GCon. So let's talk about Legion's Con itself and the 2 days that we were there. Jackie, let's come back around to you. Is this your second?
Yeah.
Second Legion's Con. So what did you think of, like, from the first to the second and the changes that they made to this second Legion's Con? How did you think it went? How, what did you like? What changes did they made that you really, really like, kind of thing? What's your thoughts there?
I feel like it was a lot more organized with the lines and everything compared to last year. They did a great job of, with the Four Horsemen having their own separate room. I know there was still a wait in the lines, but I feel like everything went like a lot more smoothly. And then I feel like there was just so much more activity than there was last year. Like, we were so busy, and like, I'm not a vendor, I'm just an attendee. And I just felt like it was like we were so busy going places and doing stuff. And it was just like a blur the whole weekend, just incredible. And attending even the YouTube shows. This is the first time, like, I went to the Legion's Ladies Thursday and the Purple Gang Friday. My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me Saturday. There was so much activity to get involved with if you wanted to. And you just kept going the whole day long. It was wild. Yes. But lots of fun too. Just so much fun. Wow. So,
and Cloud, you were there last year and this year as well. Kind of give me your take on, like, the changes that they made and how you felt like those changes went.
I mean, just to pretty much echo what was just said, it was definitely a lot more organized. It didn't seem as chaotic because of it. And I agree, like the horsemen having their own room definitely helped quite a bit. Because then last year I know we had like that line that wrapped like down that hallway because they were that first set of tables in like the main vendor room. So not having that there kind of freed it up to make it easy to get in and out of that room at your own pace. Whereas like last year I was kind of conscious of, I don't want people to think I'm like cutting in line just because I want to get in, and you have to avoid stepping on toes. I actually didn't go into their place until like very late Saturday because I just physically could not wait on a line, and everybody was going in for the snake soldier. And I was actually talking to Jared Toybro, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go in later with the other exhibitors, and maybe they'll still be there. And he just goes, you can go in now. There's no line. And there was literally no line. I just walked in and was able to shop. So it definitely made things easier. even the little tables outside was nice if you're just kind of milling about. There was always something to look at, always something to do. Not that it was terrible last year, it just seemed a little bit more organized. So just pretty much same sentiments, Jackie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoyed and appreciated the shopping experience for the Four Horsemen. So instead of them having everything on a table like stacked up and you waited for everybody in front of you, to open it up like a storefront and be able to go in and shop and then go to checkout, to me, that was like amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but that made it just so much better for me. I love that experience itself.
Yeah.
And then, and then you're not waiting on somebody and you don't feel bad that people are waiting on you because everybody can kind of mill about and look at their own. So it's, you've this, maybe not everybody, but I felt rushed last year. I got to the table and I'm like, this, what this, what this, and you get it and you hold it and you wait and then you're just waiting to get in line. Cause that happened during the Armory experience. I was trying to find parts and I felt terrible that people were waiting on me because I was going slow. So not having that pressure on your shoulders this year was brilliant.
Agree. Yep.
Was.
I can't compare it to anything from previous years, but I have to say I loved that they had some of the older figures there because I was so happy to score a Maylina. Like I was so excited.
She is a great figure, and I hope you picked up one of Darla's capes to go with her because
I actually have talked to Darla about. I saw one of her capes, and it gave me an idea for a completely different figure. But I want it to be a hooded cape, and she didn't have any of the hooded ones left. So I'm trying to convince Terrence to go to Mesquite because I know that she will sell there, and hoping that I'll have a hooded cape.
The difference in Meliana between the cape and no cape is unreal. I mean, she looks good without a cape, but oh my gosh, when you put that cape on her, like I fell in love with that character after seeing her in that cape. Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Fantastic.
That's incredible.
Right?
Just like stand out.
Ooh, now I need one of those. Uh-oh.
Beautiful.
Talk to Darla because that cape really, I mean,
Wow.
she's amazing anyway, but put that cape on her and it is unreal.
Yeah.
Absolutely adore it.
Wow.
All right. If you're just joining, hashtag 500 for the win. We are going to let's pull 3 more.
3 more.
And I'm going to show what we've got.
Ooh, Carver Custom.
Carver Customs. These
Carver
were, Stacy, these were the
The
exclusive.
Legion's Con's exclusive. Yep.
Okay. Legion's Con exclusives here from Carver Customs. Then we have Highly Posable did this painted head that is gorgeous. And then Dirk's Designs. Dirk contacted me and asked if I would give away a brand new set of 3D parts that he is now working on. So he doesn't have photos, but he wants to give them away. So we are going to give away, and I don't know how many or how much. All I know is he's working on some new stuff and he wanted to do a giveaway on the show tonight. So the 3 that we are giving away are the Carver Customs, the Highly Posable painted head, and then the Dirk's Designs. So let's pull for the Legion's Con exclusive torches from Carver Customs first.
No.
Hashtag 500 for the win.
Yo.
Woohoo. Yo.
Wow. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Woo!
Woo. All right. Lewis.
All right, for the second one. Drawing.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait,
you gotta
I
draw
pressed a
again.
button that says don't
well.
do that.
Uh-oh, Van.
Should I draw it again?
Yes,
Yeah.
Van can't win
Uh-oh.
twice. You've already
Van.
won once.
Oops, my bad.
That's
Oh,
okay.
maybe
There's
I
several
unclicked
in
it
there
when I
that have
went back.
already won. I saw
totally clicked
Jeff, and I saw, and this is for the painted head.
Santos.
Santos, perfect.
Yay.
Hey, Santos.
All right.
And then, let's do one more. Sorry.
Okay.
For the Dirks Designs, the 3D printed package.
I totally didn't take them out.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Did you just do it again?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's pull one more.
Oh wait. Oh, you guys didn't see that?
No. We didn't
Who
see
won?
Oh, I
any of
thought I
it.
was sharing.
What?
All right.
Good.
I'll redo it. Here we go. Can you see it now?
Yes.
No.
No.
There it is. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh Lord.
You got this.
70.
70.
Yay.
So, Stephanie and Louis Christensen Vid and Santos. Find me either on the Cabal Legions Cabal. It is Tanya McCoy, or Aslan.creations on Instagram, and send me your address so that I can get these shipped out to you. Perfect. All right. So, Stacy, as a vendor, which was my first year kind of having a table and being at a table, what was it like for you for the weekend? I mean, basically you're at your table. Do you have time to go shop, or were you busy doing things at your table? Were you busy? How was the weekend for you?
We were very, very busy,
Yay!
which was very, very good. Thank you for
Yeah.
everyone that bought from us. Really appreciate it. I got to sneak away a couple times, and get a few things. So did Brian, but yeah, we were pretty much at the table, most of the time. But a lot of people came over, visited with us, and so it was fun. I
Yeah.
like it.
Have you been to Legion's Con as not a vendor at all?
No. Well, okay, so this is our third year there vending, our second year with our own table. So in 2022, Leland from Retrospect, he shared his table with us. Which when he did that, like I had more time to walk around that year. But that was the first year, seeing everything, and I had figures, but I wasn't like all in to it. But then after that I was.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so we've had a table every time. But you can walk around and see some stuff. I mean, you do miss out on a lot of like stuff if it's, you know, one of a kind.
Right.
But yeah, I mean it's fun, and I mean I really enjoy it. That's like my birthday weekend. It's been like the past two years. So yeah, but I enjoy it, and I like making money, so
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
because we come home with a lot of people are spending all their money. Well, we're spending money too, but we come home with some, so that's nice.
Yes. That has got to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Dara, you being there for the first year this year and really coming in from the Motu side of things, like how was it for you? Like the actual show, the con itself, the 2 days. What did you think of actually being there and everything that was going on?
Yeah, well, it was a neat experience. I knew going in that it was going to be very heavily, obviously Mythic Legions focused, and there wasn't going to be a whole lot of like non-Mythic Legion stuff. But I was just blown away by how many customs and different takes people had on the characters and making their own things to go along with them and turning it into, like it was mentioned earlier, like everything is just a little piece of artwork that the more you looked around, the more you could see how much love and attention goes into this toy line for people. And it's just such a cool thing to be around and experience all this creativity. So I was blown away. Like, I think was kind of like in shock the entire weekend, mostly, just trying to like absorb as much as I could with how many really interesting things there were to look at. So, I mean, I could have spent twice as long at that convention than we were there, and we were there for a good long time, weren't we, Jackie?
we were, and I feel like we still miss stuff. Like there's stuff I sent you pictures of. I'm like, dude, where was that?
Right. We never saw it. so that kind of stuff was just, yeah, it was incredible. It's like, I know I was there, but I didn't see that. So it was like you could walk around for hours and over again and still see something new every time you walk through, or meet a new person every time you walk through that is passionate about a different part. So that's the part that I thought was really incredible, was just the variety and the creativity. And like Cloud mentioned earlier, it kind of sparked something inside, ourselves to like, oh, we're around all this creativity. It makes me want to be creative and try some things out, and seeing everyone's custom. So, even down to like the costumes that people did this year, shout out to Jackie's Orc. I mean, incredible. And that was only her second convention with Legions Con, and she pulled out this incredible costume that she'd worked on. And so that the whole experience, not just the booths, but the people and the friendships that were formed, and I'm looking forward to next year already. And I know it's a long way away, but it's never too early to start planning and looking forward. So that to me was, it was like I said, again, it was an overwhelming experience, but in all the right ways. So there's so much to see, so much to take in, and appreciate the craftsmanship that people are really pouring their heart and souls into. And I walked away with some pretty good stuff. So it's like, there was a lot more I wish I could have bought and taken home with me, but I definitely dipped my toes in and fell in face first. So
awesome. Yay.
Yeah, she was an excellent con partner. We had so much fun. So much fun.
We had a blast.
I would just like to say, ladies, we hooked another one.
Happy to be hooked. So
yeah.
I'm good.
All right, Liz, you were there for Jeff. Again, G-Con was your first kind of thrown into it, and then Legions Con for 2 days and all of the stuff that came around with that. Like, you're not even a collector, and yet you love the community. Like, are you going to start like collecting?
So it's so funny you asked that. Like, I feel like the timing that you asked that is perfectly, because we were actually talking about that last night. So we were talking and we came to the realization I am a collector. It's just a different kind of collector. So we were talking about it, and I actually do collect tumblers. So we were joking around last night. I was like, you know what? Purple Gang Gang had a tumbler. I was like, Legions ladies need a tumbler. I was like, they totally need a tumbler. Like, true, like, to the point he always says, I always make fun of him, and I'm like, oh, we're running out of space, as you can even see behind me. We're running out of space for all of your collection. And he's like, we're running out of space because of all of your tumblers. So at heart, I feel like that's why I was able to relate so much to the community, because not only because everybody, not a person I didn't meet was just so welcoming and wonderful and open arms into the community, but it also, it makes you like go, oh, well, maybe I am a collector at heart. Like, maybe there is something that I want to do. But something that you also sparked in me, which I haven't excuse me, had in a long time was that artistic, and painting with you kind of brought that about too, and that I am forever grateful for, because it's so funny. I was going through boxes and I found coloring books, and I was like, maybe I need some more of those. And then I was like, wait, is it tumblers or is it adult coloring books? Because I saw the Wicked one the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, a Wicked coloring book. So, but I just, yes, yes. And these heads keep on popping up, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I could, start painting that. So that I'm really grateful for. And I think even just having the conversations we had sitting at the table kind of sparked that in me and in us, even as a family, realizing that you may not be a collector of a figure, but you can still love, the Four Horsemen and everything that this community is about. And I do want to say, before the evening is over, that this entire group of Legion's ladies has truly changed me as an individual. Because of the community, it's been able to help me out in areas of even at work, and make me realize that I have other creative outlets. Like, life isn't about work 24/7. And I really appreciate that to each and every one of you. So thank you so much for that.
Yay.
Oh,
And I do thank my husband. I do thank him, Cosmic Jeff,
Yay.
Jeff Evans, for introducing me to all of you. Had he not said, hey, why don't you just check this out? Start watching Legion's Ladies, I never would have found you. So I really do want to say how appreciative I am of everybody in this amazing community. So thank you. Yay! Y'all rock, okay? You rock.
You do too.
I don't even know what this means, but I love it.
All right, let's give away three more. Three more. Let's do it. All right. So we have another head from Mythic Bits. This one is crazy good. I love this head. And then we have this set from Lone Wolf Labs. It is little
awesome.
Yeah, like gravestones or whatever. They are so cool.
Wow.
And then this head from Seb and Amy.
Wow.
Ooh.
Painted.
Dang.
I like the colors.
Yeah. It's gorgeous. Okay. So we are going to be giving away those three. Okay. So let's go. Let's start with the Mythic Bits Cosmic Head.
all right. Can you see?
Yeah, we can see. It's there now.
Here we go. And if you win again, if you already won, then we redraw.
No, Marissa's already
like
won.
we're gonna redraw.
Yeah.
Once.
Try one more.
I should have paid more attention. Sorry, friends.
Amber, you're doing great.
You just get in the zone, the giveaway zone.
Oh, hey. All right, for another one.
So that's for the head. This is for the gravestones, the Lone Wolf Labs gravestones.
Gravestones.
Dara!
Yay! All right, and Leslie
is the painted head from Seven Amy.
Who's it gonna be?
Seven.
Kirby.
Oh, Kirby! Awesome.
Yay! That was 3, right? Yeah.
Yep, that was 3.
Yep.
Okay. So, congratulations, everybody. If I don't have your address, Dara, that includes you. Find me on the Cabal or on Instagram, aslan.creation. Send me an address and we will get these out to you. That is exciting. Yay! Hashtag 500 for the win. And you can only win once, so we may have to draw twice for some of those.
Right.
Okay. Cloud, your experience, not only the Legions Con experience, but all of the after things that happened, the shows that you guys attended, the I don't know if you went to the part swap, to the just all the things that happened after Legions Con technically ended. What of those did you go to, and like what was like one of your favorite things to do?
So I mean, I went to the Legion's Lady stream. I had to. Thank you again for bringing me on. That was excellent. The applause I got when you called me up felt amazing. So we didn't do a whole lot. For us, we were very antisocial last year. So the goal was to be out of the room in the evening. And I ended up, my oldest friend works for Spiro Toys. And last year was the first time we had seen each other in 26 years. So this year we got to hang out again, and we didn't get to spend time together. So we made it a point to do that. And we had dinner, like Kessie and I had dinner with the Spiro team, I think like 2 or 3 different times. There was one evening where I was with Derek and his wife in their room until like 1 a.m. and we all had to be up early on Sunday, which didn't go well. But so we didn't do a whole lot. That was like my big thing was seeing this person that I met when I was like, I think 14. We met each other, and he lives in Louisiana. We don't get to see each other. So on top of seeing all of these people that are just icons on Facebook, to catch up with him and to meet his wonderful wife was probably the highlight of my trip.
Awesome. That is fantastic. And anybody else that went to some of the after hours kind of things, like what did you love? What did you like? Did you feel like it was too much, or were you busy? Did you love it? What did you love about it, I guess?
We were busy, but I loved it. We went to your show. We went to the Purple Gang Gang show. Those guys are always so much fun. Like they're a riot. I'm trying to think what were some of the other things. We did the Pop and Swap event with Chris James. Yes, Chris James. And again, I got pieces for some of my ideas. We'll see how all they work out, but I've got pieces for more ideas. But yeah, it was super fun. And then just getting to sit around with everybody in the lobby and just chatter. It was so nice. It was refreshing because again, it was people that we've interacted with online, that we've watched in shows, that we've already felt a friendship with, but we actually got face-to-face time, which you can't put a price on that. That is just, it's amazing. That was my favorite part.
Yeah. I loved having everyone sing happy birthday to me on the Legion's Ladies Live.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Also amazing was the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me live show.
Yeah.
And us females kicking the men's butts.
Oh,
And one of my favorite parts is Amber. Zebra?
Well, I couldn't think of an animal. And zebra was the first thing that came to mind. Well, first thing that came to mind was giraffe, and I thought that would be wild. And then zebra comes out of my mouth.
It was a blast. And then just hanging out with everybody in the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
I would also say the pub experience. I mean, of course, seeing all the shows live was huge for me because I was only introduced to Legions through these shows. So being able to see everybody live, be like, I know them, like I've seen them, was definitely an experience. But the lobby in itself, I felt like, as everybody's already talked about already, was an event in itself. Like I've never seen so many homemade baked goods out in the lobby and everybody like, please take one. And so many coolers of beer stroll through that lobby at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like I've been to some parties in college and that was like, wow. But I mean, I will honestly say, like, even going into the pub, And I felt like they put out that sign like closed at 10:45 for us. Like you cannot come in. We close our doors because the moment you walked in there, it was like they're in Legion's Con. They're from the con. I was like, honey, who's that? Like, oh my gosh, I know that person. And he's like, no, you don't, but you do. But like it was like that in itself. And the funny it's kind of it's part of a con experience, but Gina and I can relate to this. But we went into the pub one night and they ran out of what you had told me about, that wonderful cottage pie, and I was like, oh my gosh, I like have to have it, right? So we go one night and they ran out of potatoes, mashed potatoes. It was like the highlight of the con. It was so funny because Regina and I were like, do we ask? Do we say something? Like they literally served it without the mashed potatoes. It was the funniest thing ever. And it was an event, but just experiencing that whole like ambiance and being in there and being surrounded, like, and coming out to baked goods and the smell of beer and pizza in the lobby just kind of makes you go, I think I want to do this again. Like this was really kind of fun, you know?
Really, it's so much fun.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, mashed potatoes are so easy. Just come on, people. How can you forget potatoes?
And then we went in to go get like a flatbread to share while we were, running between different events. And the lady looks at us and she's like, we have mashed potatoes tonight. We have.
I was like, we were
I think next year they'll actually look at us and say, we have mashed potatoes.
Oh, that was hilarious. One of my favorite things that happened, I think, for the weekend though, was when Amber and I on Thursday night were getting ready to set up for the show, and she was going down to get the key from Jeremy so that we could get into the space. And we were standing there at the elevator, and Pete and was it Jeremy that got off the elevator? And Pete walked up and he says, so I haven't met you yet, but I'm Pete McCarthy. I'm part of My Wife Is Going to Kill Me podcast. And I'm like, yeah, we've met before, but maybe not formally been introduced. and then I was like, so are you going to come see the show? And he's like, I don't come see shows unless you put me on there. And I'm like, okay. Amber's sitting there going, Tanya, what are you doing? And of course, when he got on the show, and he stole the show, because he was just so
fantastic.
Funny. Yeah, it was fantastic. But just that initial meeting, Pete McCarthy, man, that was hilarious.
And I also told everybody the wrong room. I took a picture and sent it to Tanya and still told everybody the wrong room.
Well, it's funny though. You told them the wrong room, but they all found us, so it all worked out.
It worked out.
All right, let's draw for 3 more.
Let's
all right.
So
this
wait, hold on. What did I do?
From Paul's cousin. Do we need them to enter again?
Nope.
Okay.
We're good.
This head from Highly Posable. And then another round dio piece from Jimmy. This is the second one that we're giving away. So these are the 3 that we have to give away now. So let's start with the head with the pigtails.
All right.
Let's go. Let's win. Who's winning?
Who's it gonna be?
Woohoo!
Woohoo! And for the second drawing, here we go.
And that's for the Highly Posable unpainted head.
Boom, boom, boom. He won one, right?
He has won, yes.
All right, we're gonna draw again. I really should have clicked that button, but it's fine.
It just makes it more exciting.
Yes.
Ed!
Oh,
Ed.
Woohoo! All right. And this is for the third. Hold on, guys. I can't find my mouse. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
This is for the
Struggling.
third thing from Jemmy, the wood floor circle.
Ooh, a great one.
Woohoo!
The Great Waffle Lord
Lord
Jerry.
Jerry.
waffle.
Yay.
That was the third one, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yep.
the third one.
Yes.
Okay.
Counting's not my strong suit.
So Mecha Recca, Ed, Edgardo de Jesus, and the Great Waffle Lord Jerry. Again, find me on the Cabal under Tanya McCoy or in Aslan.creations on Instagram. Let's start back with Dara. Dara, let's talk about like do you have like one standout thing that happened during Legion's Con week to you that was just like, this is the best week? Or this is
Oh,
the best
wow.
or is there just one thing that stands out to you that will go with you?
That's really hard, but I kind of have been telling people like Jackie adopted me like a little lost puppy earlier this year, and talked me into a small WaffleCon meetup earlier this year, and so I got to meet a few people. But she kind of opened my whole like toy world from meeting everybody this summer. And so part of that is I've been crafting here a little sign.
Girl beer.
This brought a lot of people together that weekend, and I have to say that like the hanging out in the lobby part and getting to meet a bunch of cool people, I think is going to be my biggest takeaway. Is just I've only just barely interacted with many of you online, and I am terrible with putting faces to names. So, Cloud, I hear you on that one. I think the majority of us are pretty bad at it, and that there's a few people in the world who are okay at it, and then there's people who work really hard at it and are good at it because they work their butts off to remember people's names and make them feel welcome. And so, I really appreciate being the benefit of this community and people who have just reached out to me as, I'm not anything special. I'm just another person coming in from nowhere. But I don't feel like that, like this community has been so nice. So I would say the lobby chats and getting, time to meet people face to face and make some real connections. That's the part that that's really what's going to be bringing me back next year, is continuing that. And hopefully, because I've had the experience once, I'll be able to continue these conversations online with folks. And then, those friendships will just deepen and grow stronger. Some of my longest lasting friendships in my life have been toy people. So, this is the kind of thing that doesn't surprise me anymore, but I'm still excited when it happens because it's still very special. So I think that for me is going to be my biggest takeaway, is the new friendships that are starting to be formed and just how lovely the community is. So thank you for being so lovely.
Yay.
Yay! Gina, same question. What's the one thing that you're going to take away?
So for me, it has to be Swig. It has to be Swig. I got to meet so many amazing people working the intake desk for Swig. He was, my first custom piece I ever did. I thought it was going to look like a 5-year-old did it, but I was very impressed with myself. But I got to meet everybody as we did the intake for Swig. And for me, I get goosebumps when I think about it. But having the guys from the studio come into the room and looking at that table of 264 swigs, and sorry, but seeing them in awe of what the community has done for them, we keep calling it the love letter back to them, our thank you to them as a community for allowing us to customize their figures and take the things that they've created and turn them into new things. And they celebrate that. And not a lot of companies would do that. But just the feeling of community in that swig room. And just seeing the guys get so excited and seeing, like, I would hazard a guess to say a couple of them had some dust in their eyes. It was such a cool thing to see them in awe of us. So I think that feeling of community, that feeling of pride that everyone had in that event, that is going to stay with me forever.
Yeah, pretty amazing. And Cloud, for you, is there one thing that you're going to take away from this past Legions Con that's just going to stay with you?
It's same as most everybody else. It's just the friendships. It was pretty good last year. It was enough for me to kind of squash my anxiety and not worry about anything coming in, and just knowing like I'd immediately walk in and I'd be accepted. I had nothing to worry about. I could just be myself, and you can just walk up and talk to people. You can have a seat next to whomever. So I feel like that's just going to continue and get bigger and stronger. Any year you go after this, it's just going to get better and better and better. My Facebook friend list has definitely gotten a lot larger between the last 2 years. So I expect that to continue, but it's nice to be able to, you meet somebody and then you guys talk a little bit more online, or you talk to somebody online and then you meet in person. It's such a great experience. It's seeing all of the new reveals and all of the figures is great. Shopping is fun. Shopping is always fun, but it really is what had me the most excited for this year was to just go and be with people that don't drive me up a wall. So that's exactly that's what it was last year. That's what it was this year. It'll be that next year again, I'm sure.
Absolutely. All right, Amber, let's do 3 more.
Three more.
So close to being done. Okay, we have this head from Mythic Bits. This book is signed by both Emil and Nate.
Wow.
And then this is Von Burke Studios, the head and the stand are both coming. So you get the head and the stand with this one. So the book is signed, and then this one from Mythic Bits. So let's draw for those 3.
Okay.
And the last 3 are going to be pretty amazing.
Here we go. Do.
Benny!
Benny!
Benny is getting the Mythic Bits head.
And next we'll do
The signed two words that saved Christmas.
King
King
Zaku.
Zaku.
And third.
And the third one is the Von Burke Studios head and stand.
Brent.
Oh, wow.
And Brent, that stand and head are amazing. And the last 3, you guys, if you haven't won anything, you want to be on the last 3. Like telling you want to be on the last 3 because those 3 are amazing. So if you haven't won yet, hashtag 500 for the win. And it's so great. You guys are gonna love it. All right, Jackie. What is the thing that you are going to take away from this past Legions Con that's going to stay with you?
I know this is going to sound weird, but one thing I was most excited for, thank you, Len and Walter, was this Cabal koozie. I've been harassing them. I'm like, please, can we have some Cabal koozies? And they did it. And I don't even know how many I bought. I actually lost some in my room and I went back and bought more. And I love them so much. But yeah, it was so much fun to take Dara with me to Legion's Con this year. She came to my house early and then stayed after Legion's Con an extra day. And we just had an absolute blast. Our throats, like we could barely talk, but it wasn't because we got sick. It's because we were bullshitting so much.
It's true.
Like the lobby hangout is probably one of my favorite things. And it's just so much fun to go and stroll around and talk to everybody. And I didn't have to worry about Dara. Every time I saw her, she was talking to somebody different and just having a blast, chatting away. And oh man, we just had so much fun. Yeah, the community is amazing. Everybody is amazing. Legion's Ladies is amazing.
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
toy collector group with females was just like, I love it. So yeah, so much fun. Thank you, everyone.
All right, Liz, what are you going to take away from this weekend, from Legion's Con weekend?
Oh my gosh. I was actually practicing this, rehearsing this in my head before you asked. I was like, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? Oh my gosh. It's like being called on, you know? So I because I did have some time to think about it. I'm actually the biggest thing. There are so many things that you can take away from Legion's Con. Everything, you know, that's already been said by these amazing women that are here with us now, that are also part of Legion's Ladies. There's just so much you can say. But the thing that the biggest thing that I can say that I took away was seeing my husband shine. Having him going over, he had this figure at the end that he was having everybody sign. It was his first figure that he got at Legion's, or not Legion's Con. I think it was MegaCon when he actually met Jeremy, which I found out after, by the way, that had happened. And just seeing him interact, how everybody knew him as Cosmic Jeff and about his show. And yes, that's a plug, because if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. But seeing him shine and his community and him introducing me, I think at one point I even had a name tag that said Jeff's wife, because I had to introduce myself as that. And the way that, you know, going around to all the vendors and seeing him talk with everybody at the vendor table like they were BFFs, like even with Stacy and him talking, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know her, like I just like that is the biggest takeaway. And him even going up to you, Tanya, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that's like Tanya McCoy. And he's like, oh my gosh, he's like, here, honey, have a conversation. And I will be truly forever grateful for, because he did kind of like a preview, kind of dip your toe when he introduced me to Terrence and Gina like a couple of months ago. And that was the most memorable. That was the biggest takeaway. And that's what makes me so excited to come for next year already start planning and getting everything together, and the friendships that he created and the friendships that, you know, I've been creating, and how welcoming Legion's Ladies are. Like, he was like, oh honey, I got you our shirt, and I'm like, okay, it's our shirt now. So it's like I just can't. He's an amazing human, and I am forever grateful. So that is my biggest takeaway from Legion's Con, is him, which I don't know if that counts, but it does to me. So
It does, except now he's going to be known as Liz's husband, Jeff. You will never have to be Jeff's wife, Liz, again. Jeff is going to have to be Liz's husband, Jeff. Just FYI. That's just the way it works.
Make the name tag for next year.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Right.
that'll be my sticker. That was the other thing. Like, as I'm looking, I'm going to be really bad, and I apologize. But as I'm looking below me right now at all the stickers that I took home, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these are collector items now. And I just, that's going to be my sticker next year. Liz's wife.
There were pins. There were Legion's Ladies pins, and I had no idea.
Yes,
Those
there
are
are. And I'm going to get to that. We're going to do something very special. I'm going to get to that. Yes, there are Legion's Ladies pens, and we're going to, and I want to go into some of that with you ladies on here, but give us a few minutes, Cloud. We're going to Stacy, your takeaway.
Well, now it's going to kind of sound like I'm copying Liz, because Watching Brian run our table and seeing how like he was like I don't know, he was just like on it and he was like talking to everybody and I don't know, it just made me feel good that, he was just out there being positive and then helping Mira like when she put her figure up on our table to display, like he was helping her and she's always so excited. Um but yeah, just watching Brian, do his thing, like be in his element, that was pretty amazing. And then also, hanging out with everybody in the lobby, um, because, I don't really get out much, at home. Like, I got friends,
Yep.
but I don't go a lot of places. And it's like, when you're there, and it's funny because last year, I felt like I was always next to Brian, like, I was always by him. And then this year, I was like, going off on my own. Like I sat next to Amber a lot. Um, like, I wasn't next to him the whole time. So like we could do our own separate things and it was fun.
That's awesome. Amber, your takeaways for this year?
Oh boy. I don't know. I really enjoy the time spent around the fire pit or under the awning outside. Cause I just feel like no matter what, you're just like peeing your pants laughing. Too funny. And being able to do it with like Rye, like we don't always have to be with each other, but like knowing that I could be like, Rye, did you see that? And him being like, oh my god.
That's awesome. Now, and I want to say this, coming at it from a whole different perspective, but on the same wavelength, is experiencing this with Kevin this year because he was in the hospital last year and did not even get to come to the con at all. So having him there and being able to experience Legion's Con with him again, it was the best. It was absolutely the best thing. So for me, it is being able to spend the time with my husband and not having to worry about him and wonder, is he okay? And running up and down to the hotel room, checking on him and stuff. So for me, Legion's Con this year was a completely different experience. And I am overwhelmed with gratitude that he was able to enjoy it this year with me. Last three, and I'm telling you now, if you have not won and you put in hashtag 500 for the win, you want these last three. These are the 3 piece de resistance. You do not want to miss these. So let me add these up and so you can see them.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Tree stumps from Duarte. You get a big one and a small one, both together.
Oh, so cute.
The female Jesslyn head painted by Emil.
Wow.
Wow.
And then a
Whoa.
full custom painted by Chris Froome.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
So these are the 3 that you definitely want. So if you haven't won yet, it is not a bad thing. Again, the 2 stumps come together as one from Duarte. The Jesslyn head, female Jesslyn head painted by Emil, and then a full female custom painted by Chris Froome.
Wow.
Okay.
Gorgeous. Woo.
Here we go.
500 for the win. Let's do this. Last 3.
Yay.
Woo! Right. We're rolling.
Woohoo!
The final countdown.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Oh,
yeah, again. He's already
Redraw.
One.
Redraw. Here we go.
Oh,
yeah, his mom takes it.
just adding to the suspense. It's just adding to the suspense.
Oh,
Thomas.
Hey.
Yay!
Mama takes it.
And next.
this is for the Abigail female Jesslyn painted by Emma.
Here we go. Purple
Oh,
Ray Ray.
Ray.
Yay! And finally,
Full custom female warrior from Mythic Bits. Last one.
oh, who's it gonna be? I'm so nervous.
I know.
Hey.
Frankie!
Wow!
Don't give that to Frankie. Me and you are going to talk, buddy.
That's amazing.
All right. Thomas and Ray, please message me. Rob, I have your address, so I will make sure to send that. I am going to address it to Frankie. If you don't want me to, you better tell me now. Oh, I am so
Hello,
excited
Fox.
that she is going to get that. Oh, that makes me so happy. I could not have picked a better person. You guys know that Frankie, I've posted her picture in the Late Legions Ladies, and she is adorable. And we sent her a care package with a bunch of stickers and some stuff. And Rob was
screenshot that
beside himself. And
to see everybody's reactions to it, so he could show her.
yeah, it was amazing. So she is adorable. Anyway, she loved the care package that I sent her. So she loves you guys. And if you didn't know, Amber is the leader. She is in charge because she is the coolest and has the coolest hair.
I didn't do mohawk today, but usually it's pretty up there.
You were easy to spot in the crowd.
Different color every night.
But that is awesome. I cannot wait to send that to her. So be on the lookout. Okay. A little update kind of thing. We are working very hard, and I hope to get it to happen like really, really soon. We are going to put the pins up for sale, as well as pre-orders for hoodies.
Yes.
Are going to go up for sale. And we are going to try to get that done hopefully as soon as I can. There's a lot that goes into doing this. It is actually going to be on a website itself. It is not going to be through the Cabal. You're going to be able to go to the website and choose it and pay for it. Lynn is actually going to print these as they're ordered. And then he's going to ship them to me, and then I will ship them out to everybody who has ordered. So just know that there's a process. The other thing that is coming is in late winter, early spring, we are going to have a brand new shirt that is coming out that is gorgeous.
Yay!
And it will go up on the site as well. And we'll let you know more about that, but just know that it is coming. The pins, there are a limited number, but they will go up, and until they sell out, they will stay up. Sweatshirts are going to be a pre-order. You prepay. Lynn makes it, ships it to me, and I ship it to you. So there is going to be a period of time where we're waiting on them to be printed. But as soon as we can get it all worked out, we will offer them in the Cabal, and you guys go to the website and order a hoodie. And Wolf King Customs, Lynn is amazing. He did these And it's soft, it is warm, it is amazing. So just know that it's coming. You've given me the idea for the tumblers, and
Ooh, Tumblr.
I don't know what else is coming. Just know that we are open to suggestions, and that
Oh,
we
can we
will.
get a koozie, please? Koozie.
I knew it was coming.
I just want a koozie.
But we will do the best we can as far as that. So if you have ideas, just let me know. Message me or put it in the Legions ladies or in the Cabal. So
Messaging
thank
you.
you, Brent. Yeah, we were excited for the pins. The pins are amazing. They are beautiful. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
but they
are
will be up
beautiful.
on the site, and like I said, they'll stay there until they sell out. We are super excited, and we want to do everything that we can to honor you ladies as much as we can. So, I guess that is it. Amber, can you think of anything else?
Not off the top of my noggin.
We're good.
We want to send a huge shout out and thank you to Dang Studios, to HVX Custom, to Mythic Bits, to uh, uh, uh,
Duarte.
to Immortal Collections, to Brian Say, to Carver Customs, to Dirk's Designs, Lone Wolf Labs, Seb and Amy, Paul's Customs, Highly Posable, to Emil and Nate, your book, your signing, that was awesome. To Von Burke Studios, to Duarte, and then to Chris Ferrone again for that amazing custom. You guys have honored us with your gifts for us to give away to the community. To thank them for supporting the Legions Ladies and Legions Ladies Live. We could not do it without you all. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We truly appreciate you. All right.
Thank
ladies,
you, everyone.
I love you, ladies. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for talking all things Legions Con. And we will be probably reaching out to you guys to join us again on more shows in the future. We will love having you ladies on. All right?
Yay. Thank
All
you
right.
again, Amber, everybody. Yay.
Good night.
All right. Good night.
Good night. Good sleep.